Corn strippers have just one job, to remove corn kernels efficiently from the cob. But the question is, Adam, do they really work?
Well, Julia, that is an interesting question. You know, cutting the kernels off of a corn cob can be messy because they fly everywhere. It's also a bit of a guessing game. You never know quite how deep to go in with the knife. Sometimes you get some of that fibrous stuff at the bottom or just the tips of the kernels. So these corn strippers are meant to make it easier and hopefully a little bit neater. We tested 7 models. The price range was $7.50 to $23. And guess what we did with them? We took the kernels off of corn cobs, both raw and cooked. Let's start with this wooden one here.
That looks familiar. I grew up with these around.
You know, get rid of it. This joins the motley crew of items tested at Cook's Country over the years that earned 0 stars in any category. Yeah, testers said that this was inefficient, messy, and dangerous. It's out of here. Get rid of it. The second type is this group of 4. You can see this is shaped a bit like a Y-shaped vegetable peeler, and it's got a curved blade that you're supposed to run down the cob to cut off the kernels.
I've never used one of these. I'm kind of excited. Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
You know what?
No.
Some are a little deep, some are a little shallow.
Testers found exactly the same thing.
Oh, okay.
The blade was sharp, it was fairly efficient. Obviously, it does nothing about the mess factor, and it also doesn't make it any more foolproof because you just don't know how deep to go.
Right.
Another type was this one. You can see this has a circular blade inside of a circular plastic housing, and the idea is that you hold the corn in one hand, hold this in the other hand, rotate them in opposite directions, work the stripper down the cob.
That looks like a wrist workout.
And that is exactly what the testers felt. After 3 or 4 cobs of corn, their wrists hurt. This one did fine on cobs that were consistently sized, but if they were too narrow, it tended to slide over the ends of the kernels, left too much of the kernel attached to the cob. That leaves this guy here, and you have one of those right there. Why don't you give that a try?
All right.
There you go. That's the
cutting edge.
That's the blade.
All right. Oh, that's pretty easy. It's pretty intuitive too.
Not hard to use.
No.
So that's it. The stripped cob is in that metal part. You put in the yellow plunger to push it out, and look at how clean it is. That did a really nice job removing the kernels.
Well, I do appreciate how tidy this is. I mean, there's not corn all over the place, and it was pretty easy. If you had a lot of corn to do, I could see myself liking that.
This is the winner, Julia. This is the RSVP International Deluxe Corn Stripper. It's $23. You know, it does a good job. It contains the mess. All of the kernels are inside this cylinder. It gets most of the kernels off of the cob, nice and clean. You can, once you get used to it, you can really whip through a lot of corn in this. The disadvantage is that there are a lot of parts to clean, but as I said, if you're going through a lot of corn, this can save you time.
All right, thanks, Adam.
You're welcome.
There you have it. If you're in the market for a corn stripper that actually works, check out the RSVP International Deluxe Corn Stripper at $23.
Thanks for watching Cook's Country from America's Test Kitchen. So what'd you think?
Leave a comment and let us know which recipes you're excited to make, or just say hi.
Now you can find links to today's recipes and reviews in the video description.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
See you later.
Alligator.